As for right now, we are back live again at the Palmer Museum of Art, but this time we're outside. This is the Arboretum at Penn State. We're going to share its beauty and its connection with the museum. So joining us again, Joyce Robinson. We also have Casey Sklar with the Arboretum. Joyce, kind of tell us just really where we are right now, because you're neighbors.
Exactly. We are in the Arboretum, and I can see the museum from here. We are adjacent to the Arboretum. This is our home, and we love the fact that the work inside the museum kind of reflects some of what you see out here in the Arboretum.
Yeah, tell me more about that, because when you're in the museum, it's like you're bringing the outside in a lot.
Well, exactly. When you're inside, you can see out into this gorgeous landscape, but we also, of course, have landscapes on view, particularly by 19th century American artists. Also still lives that are inspired by nature. A lot of the studio glass work that's on view is inspired by flora and fauna. So yes, it's really a kind of holistic approach, I think, to art and nature.
So Casey, let's get your take on it. I mean, tell us more about the Arboretum, the size, the scope, how this became the Arboretum.
So the Arboretum at Penn State actually goes back to the history and the roots of the land-grant mission of Penn State University. So when you go to our old main frescoes and you look up top at the stairs, there's Abraham Lincoln on one side and Senator Justin Morrill, who authored the Morrill Land Grants, and he's planting a tree. And so that core has been a part of Penn State for many years. But the Arboretum at Penn State actually was planted and was growing out of 2010. And we have grown leaps and bounds in that time to become probably one of the most visited places in Center County. We have a wonderful children's garden. We have a pollinator and bird garden that's like no other that we planted in 2021. And then, of course, with the Palmer Museum of Art coming into our landscape in 2024, we have this wonderful gallery of outstanding landscape designs that are all part of a curated collection of plants. Just like there's curated art in the Art Museum, we have a curated living collection of plants that anyone can enjoy dawn to dusk 365 days a year.
You know, I think if someone would think you're going to put a big building next to like essentially a beautiful garden, that there would be pushback for that, but this is the perfect place for it. Wouldn't you say, Joyce?
I would say so, and our building is covered with Pennsylvania sandstone. It melds beautifully with the landscape. We didn't want to dominate the Arboretum. It's already such a beautiful location. So yes, we think we've been very successful at linking architecture, nature, and art in a very beautiful way.
And Casey, just like with the museum, admission is free.
That's correct. Yep, we're free, open to the public, 365 days a year. We have tons of classes and workshops that we do. The vast majority of those are free. And we have a wonderful festival in the fall, Pumpkin Fest, that actually unites art and many different elements of Pennsylvania agriculture, where we give away free pumpkins to the community to carve on a Sunday. We give them the pumpkin. All we ask for is the edge, and they come back and carve them, and we have a jack-o'-lantern competition and wonderful festival. It's a great time to come up, and it coincides with Penn State's Parents and Family Weekend.
That is so fun. Do you have, or either of you actually, have like a favorite spot? Can you even narrow it down?
That's I don't know. We'll start with Joyce. Do you have a favorite spot?
I mean, there's a couple nooks and crannies in the Arboretum that I like that are shaded. I like the shaded spots, but it's beautiful, really, any time of day.
Very beautiful. I love all the water elements, too.
So I obviously love all of the Arboretum at Penn State. I love the view from our overlook pavilion, where you're literally looking out at the separation between two major watersheds in North America. But then a little hidden gem is our watershed sculpture that adjoins that. That's actually a working feature, and if it's wet, you can see actually water flowing and see some of the beautiful things that make up what is Happy Valley.
Well, it is absolutely gorgeous. I thank you so much for having us here today. We have more to bring you, though, on this special show. We'll be right back.